Hello and welcome to Ready Right Now 1. This is Ryan, and I'll be continuing our playthrough of Factorio. If you notice, I have some glasses. It's not for a prescription or anything, but they are the glasses that filter out blue light. And since my profession involves me staring at a computer screen all day, and then I'm doing this as a kind of like a hobby, I figured I should probably be getting something like this to kind of help smooth those out so I don't go like horribly blind in the future. So if you're wondering why, that is why. So I'm still trying to flesh out my setup here for expanding my smelt production on iron, my iron plate production. Can I get rid of these? Mod owners and tooltip descriptions. Little those block. I feel like there's got to be a way of taking it off. The developers are always really good about making a lot of things pretty like customizable. Um, and it may not be there. Let's see, check for updates. Fuel. Okay. Our graphics. Huh, weird. New tips. How do I get rid of this? I feel like there's a way of getting rid of that. Um, okay, doesn't matter. At least not right now. All right, so we gotta, there we go. And we'll get some power to these inserters. Man, I really want far reach to work. Is that it? That's it. Okay. So now the problem here is that there just simply is not, well, I guess there is enough there. So 1, 2, 3, we do that. That should be enough. Get one of those. Um, there. And now we'll feed this guy. Now what will most likely happen is I'm going to run out there. It's at this point that we need to start working on actually putting in a formal these things. There, that's a lot. But what we're going to do is, I think I might be able to split off and dump, man, it's gonna back up really bad. I don't want to lose it. Okay. So what I was thinking of doing is actually running drills down these sides. But when I do that, it's going to come up against here, and I'm going to start pulling in, like this is kind of flat, I'm going to start pulling in coal. So I got to deal with the coal. I don't want to destroy it or, you know, whatever. I want to retain it. And so I'm thinking I should be able to actually dump it. Did any drop? Nope. I think we're good. I might be able to drop it directly into here, but this is actually filled up. So there's gonna be some problems. So what I think I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna get it close, but not quite. Which is here. And we'll try to back it up a little bit. That should be good. We're gonna leave a little bit of a band up there. Right. And let's see if we can't. Nope. I think we'll stick to this. Deal. I'm not gonna do that just yet. We're not ready to. Close. I'll wait for this. At least, well, I'll just put it down. Okay. Got plenty more to go. I don't remember what the ratio is, like how many electric drills are needed to saturate a yellow belt. I want to say it's less than 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I might be done here. I know what I'll do. I'll just do one. I'll do one more. We'll leave it at that. I'll run it right through and come around the other side and straight into this guy. Maybe I'll move this over. Yes. That is what I will do. All right. I'll put that in there. I'll probably be getting it right back out a little later, so... Okay, I'm just continuing to make these guys. Yep. Still push into that, and... I'll do that. Like that. There. Now these guys will continue to push. Pushing product into there. We haven't quite gotten to this point yet. We gotta make sure we're all set up. One more is not going to be enough. But it does come close, and I don't really have anything else. That's because I need some more wood. We should be good on that. So let's go pick up some more wood. We'll create some more things, and we'll get these guys started. Now I should be good on electricity because I already leveraged that second steam engine. However, As things will begin to expand from this point on, it's going to be a little more difficult. Okay, let's connect them up here. Okay. These guys are now running. Yeah, they're not getting enough. I was really afraid of that. Let's kill it for right now. And we need to create some steam engines. So fortunately, the way my little setup here works is that I can fairly easily expand if I need to, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Like that. And this requires that. Done. Okay, now I can drop the next one down. Get these guys back up and running. And we should be good on, yeah, totally good on energy consumption. All right. Looks like science pack is done and we're working on mini loaders. So that's the next hurdle that I need to, because I'm going to start getting some availability issues. What's going on here? Waiting for source. I probably need to redrop it. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay. Yeah, I need to have a bigger output here. So these, yeah, these are going to start going a little bit quicker. Hard to tell if these guys are outpacing the export here. But once I can get some yellows in here, it'll help because I've got a line coming in here and a line coming in here, and I think these are half the speed of a yellow. So the current rate these are coming out of, I think I can saturate this belt or come extremely close just by replacing yellows here. So that is probably what I'm going to attempt to do. All right, so now that I have the possibility of green, I am going to actually make that happen. Right, so this guy is now taking in these and these, and will now be producing some of these guys. They'll jump them onto here, they'll get pushed onto the belt on this specific side because I'm turning the belt onto that other belt. Yep. Now it's just going to, at this time, I'm going to queue them up, but since this recipe only requires red, it's not going to actually do anything about it, so we should be okay there. So right now we're under provisioned on our inputs for this. It's not too bad. We do want some room to scale, and we do. So this will scale okay, and it'll continue to scale out to here. You can actually get pretty far just by scaling this little smelting system up, setup. This is usually enough to start producing the bulk of your science packs, getting all that done. And once you set up your main bus to handle the production of science packs, then you move into another phase where you're basically going to be redoing this, but elsewhere. So it would be something like something down here. I might sit here and extract everything from this oil patch, or not oil patch, from the iron patch there. I'm sure like there's one out here. So the other thing to keep in mind is the further away from your starting point that you get, the more rich that the patches become. So if you notice, this patch is about 12 million, and a similarly sized patch is 40 million because it's a little further away. I think this only shows 29 million because it's cut off here. It probably extends out to here somewhere, and it'll show more. But the further away you get, so that's 18 million, they're 23 million. This one's 31 million, but see how big it is? But it's a starting patch, so further away you get from the center, the more rich it gets. I think it's a geometric type thing too, so it's going to level out. So it's going to, you know, not going to keep getting more richer and richer the further away you get, because then it would, if it did that, then it you wouldn't have to expand that far. There's a play mode on here called Rail World, which spreads out the resource patches tremendously, forcing you to have to use a lot of train logistics to actually move product into your production regions. So it looks like we're getting backed up. So we've successfully saturated this one, but I mean, it just can't pump enough in here. And this is probably full. Yeah, so it's getting too much. We need to definitely increase that. So it looks like we do. Looks like we have, perfect. So now we need steel. Okay. Now I would like to, you know, set it up, but I can't right now. So I'm going to manually do it a little bit, which is fine, to be honest. Okay, so this is going to start producing enough steel. Ideally, what I would like to do is set up another smelt line and set him up around here. So typically what I do is it's usually when I get rid of these guys, I might still do it because I could probably split off of there or something, or just take it like that. Let's see about setting it up, because I gotta set it up anyway. Small smelt. Now, a challenge here is going to be also getting some, I guess I could do it. One of these, bunch of those. Ugh, I'll get a lot here. Ugh, I really want far reach. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a splitter right here, and I'm going to run this across. I want it to come right around here, so there we go. I'm going to need a couple of those. At least two of those. Just like that. I'll do that. And I'm not expanding it. So I could just do this. So normally I would, yeah, let's put that in, and I try and get it out of the way. Just like that. Perfect. I'll link it up later. Same with here. Let's so for this small smelt, I expand it later, and there's a way I can expand it much later, because what I do is I put the storage elsewhere. Not like in line with it, but further down here. So all I have to do is this. Right? And then I need one of those and one of these. I do that. There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I have to wait. I have that. Well, so there's a lot of stones that I gotta clear out anyway, or pretty much clear out. So I'm gonna get all of everything I need here. I need about 24 um, stone furnaces. So I need 9 more. One more. This should be enough. Perfect. And I need 48, which is basically all those. And I'd like to get these set up. I need a lot more than that. Am I just low on... Okay, I thought maybe I was low on copper. So manually filling furnaces just to get steel is okay at the very beginning, but it's something, if I don't do it now, I'm just not going to do it later, and then I'll, wasted a bunch of time trying to get this other junk sorted out. So I'm just going to take care of setting up a steel smelt ahead of time. There we go. Okay, first things first. Set these guys up. Um, all right. This should not take long at all. The getting power to it's the last bit that we gotta do. Yep. And now we have to feed it. So I did not create one of these, but I'm about to. Now this is actually going to, that's the first part. I'm not producing enough. Like this will actually really suck down a lot of iron, so it makes it difficult to maintain. But I've got basically this entire line here is feeding what will become my steel production, steel smelt. And I got plenty. I think I'm gonna be okay on the coal. Yeah, I got 4.3 built up here, tons built up there. I think I'll be okay on that end. So it looks like we're making some serious headway here. It's got backed up. Got to reverse that from the blueprint. That should be coming through, feeding that. These guys will get fueled up and then they will begin the process of burning it all up. It looks like we have smelting going on. We should start filling that pretty soon. So now if I wanted to expand it, I can just run it out, kind of like what I have it set up here. And I'm going to run it out up to here, and then just bring this loop back down. So it all kind of works out later. And I'll probably put in a warehouse mod kind of thing right around here. That way I got a bigger buffer for production. Okay. So we are certainly sufficiently backed up for copper, so I had no worries there. Now we're just kind of letting this slowly work its way. It's not super efficient, right? So I mean, you can upgrade the production once I get automation 2. I can upgrade this guy to be a blue and this guy to be a blue, and that increases the speed, right? So these things, craft speed is half. So it's half of what you can do by hand, but it's automated. And this guy, crafting speed is 0.75. So 75% of what I can craft by hand, but you know, faster, about 33% faster on this one, I think is right. Don't really know. So that increases, you know, how much I'm able to produce here. Same here, except the blue ones now also give you some module possibilities, so I could actually increase the speed with speed modules if I wanted to. The modules come in speed, efficiency, and production. Production means that every time it creates something, a percentage of another one is created for free. So that can be kind of helpful at the expense of taking more energy. I think it pollutes more. Efficiency reduces pollution, but slows down the speed and increases the electricity. And of course, speed module just increases the speed. I think when you get higher up, you really just care about speed. Electricity becomes a non-issue. To be perfectly honest, I mean, my little electrical setup, which I need to work on expanding, that should do it. This actually scales pretty well. I have found that I can, if I run this out to its fullest and then run a second one out, another 40, it usually gets me right up to the point where I can make a switch straight to nuclear. I think the regular progression is supposed to be steam to solar and then to nuclear, but I always skip solar. I don't know. The game developers have not incentivized it, I don't think well enough, if that's what they want you to do, or it's just an option. Oh, that's right. So in order to get these guys set up the way I wanted, I had to put a gap there. Now from this point on, I'll be butting up another boiler right up to this one directly, and then you stagger it. So because I had to start this way, I couldn't do that. I could probably move these back, but who cares at this point? All right, so I am going to get these guys all set up. We'll get them ready. I'm not going to put one in here. I'll put another boiler and then I'll put one here and here, and that will grab the other ones. So now if I really wanted to bring these guys online, I simply rotate those and they're ready to go. Okay, so that will double my output if I need, which I don't. If I add more miners, like if I converted this into electrical mining drills, then we definitely need that. Okay, so let's get these guys set up. Ugh, I probably should have grabbed some here. Let's do that. You get far reach back in. There we go. And I'll get another mini loader set up. And we'll dump it on both of these guys because see, we're already backed up. I probably want to put 2 more if I can. I'm going to do that. I don't care about this since it's going to get backed up anyway, and I don't need that much copper right now. You do when you start producing circuits, and when we get the main bus, we'll sort this out. But for right now, I need to get these guys up because I'm underutilizing that whole array. Okay, there we go. We'll get another one in there, and we'll put one in here. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Take that. Okay, so now my mining drills are not going to be backed up anymore. Everything they put out will immediately get put in here for both of my mining drill lines. These I'm not too worried about. I have room to let them get backed up, and it's a pretty steady thing. And this is outputting a saturated line, which is going to put me all the way into the backup here. This is the part where I might consider running out additional ones. But for right now, I think it's going to be okay. I may rip all of this up to just this part here to put in warehouse stuff, so I've got that option. But it's a lot of steel, a lot of iron. I gotta start making stone brick. So, maybe I may not do that right away. I could make the argument that if I wanted to increase my steel production, I could drop a yellow here, saturate this, and that would greatly increase. Problem is I don't need that much. Like it's producing enough right now, and if I would need a higher warehouse mod to take care of that. So I think this is a good stopping place. So I'm going to save, and I hope you'll join me in the next episode. Thanks. Bye.